Greetings once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 14 of PRL Season 10, the Singapore Grand Prix. That's a very unfortunate way to start qualifying with an invalidation, but it wouldn't be the only one. The last corner on my second lap would actually remove any opportunity of setting a lap time for me. I'd be starting last for the first time in a very long time. Outside of the top 10 though, so fresh tyres available to me. On the front row is Danny, my teammate, in second, and Maz on pole. Off the start we have actually eclipsed both Rossos with the Haas to our inside almost contact. He's down the inside of Wayno in that other Renault, but no drive out of the corner for Heisenberg. And we take P7 because Kart Dude in the Sauber looped it around into the wall. Unfortunate for him, but very fortunate for us. Already up 4 positions. Talking of up positions, there goes Wayno. Very opportunistic move there on Stewart. Well executed indeed. But this wasn't well executed. Wayno and Stewart coming together, I couldn't avoid it. I got myself some wing damage for my troubles.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse. Okay, gap to leader, 5.7 seconds.
So this trio, Stewart, Wayno and I, really holding each other up, I think each with damage, so that it was imperative that I got past Wayno as soon as possible to forge my way after the podium sitters. And we did that on Raffles Boulevard. He had a look down the inside but pulled out of it. Up to P6 we went, half of the grid now in our rear view mirrors. By lap 8, many of the leaders had chosen to pit. I think that was Maz, Bozza and Danny, not necessarily in that order, with the Williams following them in consecutive laps, leaving me in the lead, albeit briefly, before I pitted the very next lap, for some super soft tyres, which was actually a split strategy between several of the drivers. The thing that cost me though was that wing change.
Release.
Several seconds down the drain, and it was 4.3 to Stewart in front, but as you can see on the map, no one in front of him, so we had a lot of ground to make up. But unfortunately for the team, Danny had some damage and that would really compromise her race.
Caution.
Talking of compromised races, someone had made a yellow flag come out and it was Stewart. So what had happened to the Williams? I'll have to go on board with Bozza to find out. So Bozza looking back, he's currently P2. Stewart has the DRS, gets his nose in front, but then what happens?
I'm there, Stewart! Oh.
So Bozza potentially feeling a bit hard done by there and actually enters the pits, giving us P4 at the time, leaving only Mazda in the lead and the 2 Williams on the podium behind him. But Stewart may have grazed the wall there, and I can't tell if he got damage or not, but we're certainly tucked up behind him now with the opportunity to fight for a podium. Down the inside we go. There's no contact as far as I can tell as of yet. Bit of a wheel bang there, nothing too severe though. And down the inside we go. Nice move onto the podium. A decent recovery by this point. The gap to the car in front was 3 seconds. It came down to 1.2 at its minimum, with Pure right on the back of Maznat, but unfortunately I couldn't keep up with the tyres going off.
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
I would have been really upset if that penalty had cost me a position, but as it happens, neither of the leaders had a penalty that I could have benefited from. I really dropped off on those last few laps with the super softs compared to their softs. Congratulations to Maznat for his 4th victory of the season, pure gold on that podium. We're going to have to hit back in Malaysia next round. I've been Jacko, see you then.